What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday evening. At least it is for me right now. I'll probably upload this video on Thursday or Friday. Today, I wanted to get on here and talk about the power of the mind and how everything that you have and that have accomplished in your life so far started with just a thought. So the example I'm going to use right off the bat is going to be the pictures on the wall here. The blanket, the printer you can see over here, the couch behind me. All of these things started with a thought in my brain that I wanted to get them. Went to the store, gave them money, they gave me the item in return, right? It all started with a thought. And these are little things, just little physical items, not the biggest deal. But you can extrapolate this out to your whole entire life. Everything that you have. The person you have become so far is a product of your past thoughts. The days that you live and the things you do on a daily basis are a product of your thoughts. You think them before you do them, or at least you thought them before in the past and now have gotten into the habit of doing them. So it is so important that you purposefully brainwash yourself. That's the thing that I want to focus on in this video. Purposefully brainwashing yourself with the right things and the right information to push you towards where you ultimately want to end up, what you ultimately want to have, who you ultimately want to become, what kind of life you ultimately want to live. And I think being purposeful about it is such a huge thing, because if you are not purposeful about your thoughts, and if you don't consciously think thoughts to yourself that are conducive to what you want, then all of your thoughts and everything you have is going to be a product of things or of ideas and thoughts and stuff that were not your own. Whether it is videos you watch or friends you talk to or things like that, they are ultimately going to shape your life. If you don't consciously decide, I am going to brainwash myself in the correct way to get what I want. So let's use an example of running a marathon. If you think, okay, I want to try to run a marathon, and you just think about it by yourself, you believe that it's possible, you think about the plan, or you get advice from somebody that's ran a marathon before, and they're like, oh yeah, you could do it. I used to never run, and then the first time I ran my marathon, it went great. This is how I trained for it, blah, blah, blah. If you do that, then it's going to be much more possible for you to do it, and much more likely that you achieve that goal of running the marathon successfully. However, if you don't purposefully and intentionally go about it in a way that's going to make your brain believe that it's possible, then the odds of you doing it is so much less likely. So let's say you've got a friend, right, that is not athletic, has never ran a marathon, is not the kind of person that would ever want to run a marathon, and you tell them, hey, dude, I'm thinking about running a marathon soon. Like, what do you think about it? Oh, I don't know. That sounds really hard. I've heard marathons are really, really hard. The last time I ran a mile was in middle school, and I passed out after. Like, I probably wouldn't do it. And then you let that go into your head. Then maybe a couple days down the line, you're like, yeah, I think I'm going to give up on that idea of trying to run a marathon. But that decision wasn't a product of your own thoughts. You let too many external thoughts that were not conducive to the route you wanted to go into your brain. There's a super cool thing that I heard from Andrew Tate. Whether you like him or hate him, doesn't matter. He said something to the effect of, I only believe in things that help me, or I don't believe in things that hurt me. And you might think, that's too extreme. You got to believe in things that hurt you. But why? Why do you have to believe in things that hurt you? Imagine you programmed your fucking brain to only believe in things that help you and only believe that it's possible. even if some things aren't possible. Sub 2 hour marathon. It's not possible for most people, just genetically. Like if I wanted to run a sub 2 hour marathon, I probably wouldn't be able to do it physically. I probably don't have the right genetics that my genetic limitation would not allow me to do it. But if I believed that I could do it and really, really, really wanted to do it, and my brain was so consumed with the thought that it's possible, and I learned all about it and how to optimize the training and do everything I could to run a 2 hour marathon, maybe I would run a 3 hour marathon instead of a 3.5 hour marathon. Better than you would have otherwise if you didn't try to push your brain to the limits of what is possible. So why not? Why not program your brain to believe so heavily that the things that you want are possible? There's no good answer as to why you shouldn't do that. So, actually, before I end the video, this could also go in the complete opposite direction with negative thoughts. You can negatively brainwash yourself into thinking that nothing is possible. I'm sure you've met these people that are like severely depressed and like insecure and whatever negative kind of self-image things you could think of. Let's imagine all that was put into one person and they just have a shitty life because they never believed anything was possible. It's not me. I'm not the person to do that. Somebody else can, but I'm not strong enough. I'm not smart enough. It's just not in the cards for me. You could go that route too. And you can see it. You see examples of both. The I believe everything's possible that I want, and the I don't believe that I can really do anything. I'm sure you can think of people that you know in your life on both ends of the spectrum. So with that being said, fucking brainwash yourself into thinking it's possible. And even if it's not possible, you're going to get a lot further than you would have otherwise. That's what I think. And if you've got a reason why you think this isn't true, comment down below. I'd be curious to hear. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. So to the viewers that are already subscribed to the channel, thanks for watching this one. To anybody new that's found this channel, my name is Hunter Offenbacher. I am 25 years old. I'm starting this channel with the intention of putting my thoughts out on the internet, whatever I want to talk about. I'm also going to put some fun videos, hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next video. Have a great one.